The moment that I stopped counting how many days I'd had the headache, for the longest time I was like, okay, I've had this headache for 90 days. I've had this headache for 120 days. But when I stopped counting how long, that's when I was like, oh God, yep, I guess I'm a long hauler.
I was first diagnosed with COVID on December 1st. Initially, the diagnosis was surprising. I did all of the things. I social distanced, I sanitized, I wore masks.
I was not getting any better. I mean, I was getting better, but it was really slow progress at that point. I still was not me. I was not good by any means. I felt so crummy and I had the worst headache. Trying to get a thought out was really difficult. And then my walking started to be kind of weird, where I had to kind of think about the steps I was taking.
How are you doing today, baby?
Oh my
Mm-hmm.
gosh.
What hurt you?
My head.
In some studies, 30% of people, even with mild to moderate disease, can have ongoing long COVID symptoms. The number one thing across the board that we're seeing is fatigue. Some patients, it may just be they're able to function and they can go to work, and then I have some patients that are so fatigued they can't get back to work and they can't get out of bed.
I think when people say fatigue, we all have an idea of just being a little tired, but this goes beyond anything that I have ever felt in my life. It is an incapacitating fatigue.
Some of the other symptoms are headache, hair loss, the loss of sense of smell and taste, memory and attentional problems.
My short-term memory is severely affected. What were you just asking me for that I kept saying I have to go to the grocery store?
Bags. Ziplocs.
I struggle with just walking from one room to the next, remembering something. I turned my mirror into basically a dry erase board. I have a dry erase marker in my bathroom, and immediately when I think of things, I start writing it down. My keys were taken away from me because it became very clear that I can't do the simplest of tasks in just day-to-day living, that I certainly shouldn't be driving.
It's been difficult in some ways because my mom's always been such a strong, independent person, and from going to doing things all by herself to asking for help for every little thing, like just driving to the store, that was kind of hard to watch and witness.
Literally overnight, my independence was taken away, my intelligence was taken away, and my identity was taken away. If you had asked me before, who are you? My first answer, of course I'm a wife and I'm a mother and I'm a lot of things, but my first answer would have been, I'm a physician, I'm a surgeon, I'm an OBGYN, and all of a sudden I was none of those things.
Routine is super important to me because if I fall out of routine, I definitely miss things. And I live by timers because I really don't have a concept of time. I don't know how long 5 minutes has been. I don't know how long a half hour has been. The Chrissy 2 years ago was just unstoppable. I mean, I was like a million miles a minute, constantly on the go, smiles from ear to ear. This has really flipped my world upside down.
How do you feel as an observer watching your wife go through this?
Oh, it's heartbreaking. There was a day where I was at work and her memory was really bad that day. We'd been texting back and forth, and I had told her that I had to go because I had a call, so I said I had to go. When I came back, I just told her we're done. She started text bombing me, oh, hey, I'm gonna get better, I'm working very hard, and then I finally realized, and she thought I wanted a divorce. This one hits you.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
How much physical activity are you trying to do?
So I'm trying to walk every day. it is not happening every day, but I am trying. So every day I do something to progress, even on my hard days, even on days that I don't feel good. I'm trying to do something to make life worth living and to progress, to get better in some way, even if that just means adapting.
So I've seen a gradual and good improvement, and I think we'll, expect to continue to see that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's been a crazy year. I'm not comfortable in this situation. I'm not comfortable being a long hauler. I'm not willing to accept this for being my life and my future.